Welcome back. And in our business news, the UAE holds the largest banking sector in the Arab region, according to official banking data, as figures show that the UAE banks control 18% of Arab banks' assets and 28% of capital. The UAE has held the top position for the third year running now, and Emirates NBD is the top bank in the region, according to data from Beirut-based United Arab Bank. The report also showed that the UAE has the highest deposits and credit level in the Arab banking sector. Assets of the UAE's 23 national banks and 28 sovereign entities marked up at $464 billion at the end of June, up from $437 billion at the end of 2010. Saudi Arabia came in at the number 2 spot, followed by Iraq, Egypt and Bahrain. And Greece is looking to tap into Abu Dhabi investments to spur its tourism sector to help reduce its debt. At a meeting in Berlin between the Greek tourism minister, the German chancellor and the French president, Greece's representative stated that there had been interest from the UAE capital. He said that most people are, however, window shopping, but there have been talks about other areas that can be developed as resorts. The Greek tourism minister added that they had created a portfolio of assets, mostly related to the tourism industry, that can be privatised and invested in by foreign investors. He said that they are in discussions on how they can invest, which does not, however, include the sale of land. Small and medium-sized enterprises across the region will soon be able to function with systems on par with those large corporations normally use. According to Microsoft Gulf officials, gone are the days when the SME sector lacked IT support due to financial constraints and other resources. The company announced today that Office 365 will soon be available for trial in the region. According to its general manager, Sama Abdulatif, the product will enable companies to take advantage of the opportunities the technology has to offer and make cloud benefits a reality for this business sector. In addition, this provides the necessary foundation for the SME's development and complements the efforts of governments.
We believe also that the governments have put a lot of emphasis in the Gulf countries around the creation of employment jobs, around the sustainability and the growth of the diversification into small and medium enterprises that are going to fuel the growth of the economy. And Office 365 from Microsoft is meant to create that infrastructure, to help those SMEs really grow, to help them become competitive, and to ensure that our countries, they grow in terms of agility in addressing market opportunities. They are able to innovate on platforms that will enable them to innovate on solution offering and value proposition they bring to the market. And we need all of us to make sure that we reduce the cost on all aspects.
While the trial is now available, the sale price hasn't been revealed yet. Nonetheless, companies are signing up.
We find that, a lot of difficulties of backing up our data and to keep it in the right place. And sometimes we have to stop our business for like one day and so on. But with Office 365, we are not going to face the same because we'll be connected 24 by 7. Okay. And if we need anything, okay, we can just log in and get it done.
And now let's take a look at the UAE and Gulf markets. And looking to international business news, leaders from Germany and France say they are looking to announce a plan to stabilise the Eurozone by the end of the month. French President Nicolas Sarkozy stated that they have decided to provide this response by the end of the month because Europe must solve its problems by the G20 summit in Cannes. The leaders suggested that their proposals would include a plan for recapitalising European banks, accelerating economic condition in the Eurozone and dealing with Greece's debt problems, but offered no details. German Chancellor Angela Merkel stated that they expect and believe that the Troika will present a result on Greece, which allows it to stay in the Eurozone. Well, to talk about this further, we're now joined by Gaurav Kashyap, the head of the DG CX trading at Alpari ME DMCC. Welcome to the show today.
Glad to be here.
So tell us about what's been going on in the markets then, off the back of the announcement.
Well, we've seen a tremendous amount of risk appetite pouring back into the markets. As a result, we've seen higher yielding assets, riskier assets, equities, commodities, all surging on the announcement on the back of optimism coming from the meeting taking place between Merkel and President Sarkozy. Now, Merkel's comments that they needed to find a way to stabilize or recapitalize, the banks in Europe, as well as a more concrete plan to be announced by the end of the month, really has caused a big boost in the markets. And to be quite honest, in order to understand how we can see the week ahead, we're probably going to have to see basically what developments there are with regards to this recapitalization story.
Yes, so tell us about the week ahead. What can we expect, really?
Well, along with those developments of the recapitalization of these banks, we're probably going to see a lot more risk appetite as a result of tomorrow's voting process in Slovakia. Yeah. Slovakia is the last region in the Eurozone which is yet to pass the funding of the 440 billion EFSF plan. They do go to Parliament tomorrow. Of course, if we see any type of positive vote there, we'll see the euro probably surging up to that channel between 138 and 140. Any type of negative vote or any law that does not pass, we'll see the euro probably slip back below 133 levels. We also have a manufacturing output number on Wednesday, but we got to really follow Merkel's story.
I want to look out for tomorrow then. Thanks for coming in. Thanks, Gaurav.
Always a pleasure.
And staying in Europe, the Belgian government will buy Dexia's Belgian banking business for €4 billion and provide the bulk of guarantees for the parent group's leftover assets. Belgium's finance minister stated that the board of Dexia has confirmed to accept the offer to take over 100% of the Dexia Belgium shares. He added that one of the conditions is the guarantee provided by the three countries, France, Belgium and Luxembourg, to finance the Dexia Rest Bank. According to the plan, the Belgian state would take over Dexia Bank Belgium, Dexia's largely retail Belgian banking division, which has deposits totaling €80 billion for 4 million customers. Dexia would be left with €90 billion of assets, some of them toxic, covered by state guarantees. 60.5% from Belgium, 36.5% from France and 3% from Luxembourg. Finance Minister Didier Reynders said that the deal should not push Belgium's debt to GDP ratio above 100%. And before we go, here's a quick overview of the oil, precious metals and currency markets. After that, we have the day's sports news for you.